Hello, my name is Nguyen and this is EFM, the Resource Center for All Conversation on Entrepreneurship in Action. This is the Demo Day series where we're excited to speak to the most recent batch of startups under the University Malaya Deep Tech UMDT. Now, UMDT is a startup accelerator with the University Malaya Center of Innovation and Commercialization, UMCIC. Today, we're speaking to EssentiNutrien for specifically a product for chronic asthma patients. We have with us Dr Fung Shun Yee, the CTO founder, as well as Nurin Aqilah, the CEO. Welcome to the show. Okay, Dr. Fung, tell us about EssentiNutrien.
EssentiNutrien was founded via the UMDT program. So it is a company that we hope to set up, and we aim to be the pioneer producer of tiger milk mushroom extract.
So can we just understand the tiger milk mushroom first? It is a species of a mushroom kind, which can be how does it work? Can you explain that to us?
Yeah, tiger milk mushroom has been used in our local community. In Malaysia, we have traced it back to almost 500 years ago to treat a variety of diseases. So, for instance, the traditional orang asli has been using it for respiratory ailments, swellings. So they call it the bengkaks, and they have used it as a general tonic for revitalization after birth and so on. It has also been used for pain. So we came into this research to actually prove its function scientifically. And of course, this was only done after my senior in the laboratory, Dr. Tan, has managed to cultivate this successfully, because prior to that, the dependence on wild type is actually rare, because we couldn't really find the wild type. So it is actually now almost about 12 years or more that we have worked on this. So after he has successfully cultivated this mushroom, then we began to look at assessing the safety. And that took us about 3 years. And subsequent to that, we went on to look into the various bioactivity as professed by the orang asli. And then we generated a lot of data supporting the use of this medicinal mushroom. So now, with all this data that we have progressed quite a bit. 12 years is a long time. So we have now coined the term medicinal gem as we see it, because we have proven that it is really safe for consumption, and it has valued bioactivity that we can make use of. So EssentiNutrien was formed through this program, this UMDT accelerator program, and subsequently, of course, we recruited Nurin to join me in this venture.
So what does it do for
here we
chronic asthma patients?
So we have done the work on anti-inflammatory and immunomodulatory. And also, we have done laboratory work to see how this tiger milk mushroom can be used to expand airways. So with combination of all these 3 activities, so and also because of its traditional use, so we see that our consumers, especially those who has asthma, when they take it, they find that they rely less on inhalers. They don't need to use the inhaler so often. So really our research really ties in a lot with the feedback we get from the usage, the traditional usage. And subsequently, what we're doing now is to reintroduce, so to speak, because many people have forgotten that this mushroom do exist, although history says that it has existed so many 100 years ago. So we are merely doing validation scientifically, and then reintroduce.
So it's actually in a pill format, it's not inhaler format.
To everyone.
And you obviously take it as a supplement and not take it only when emergencies happen, right? Am I getting this correct? So
Yes, you're correct. So we have not moved on that far to produce inhalers yet, because all this, it takes a lot of registration, and it goes through a lot of layers of of application and approval. So yes, we are making this mushroom into pills, but however, I feel that when we make it into pills, people think that it is some sort of like a drug kind of thing, which really is not. We are just trying to make things so easy so that people will just, because we have done all the measurement, all the work and everything. So all you have to do is just take a pill a day. And yes, you are correct. It is a supplement, because it is what we call a functional food health supplement. It is a food. Mushroom is a food. We just powderize it in a dry form, put it in a veggie capsule, and yeah, that
So in
that
terms
way
of
I think it's
approval,
easier for
where are we
consumption.
now? Perhaps Nurin can answer this. Yes, obviously Nurin has worked on it. Yes.
Yeah, Nurin, go ahead.
Okay. So for approval, for as supplement, because we want to register it as a supplement, we need to go through approval with Ministry of Health or National Pharmaceutical Agency. But however, we are still currently at the process on the product designing and also product formulation. We have done all the product formulation, but we are just at the stage on product designing and registration of the company. Yeah, the registration of the product will be follow after that, because we need to register the company first so that we can register the ML number under our company name. Yeah, and the product registration will take us around 1 year. Yeah, for ML, for health supplement, will take around 1 year. And during that 1 year, so how we are going to make revenue or how we are going to accommodate especially for our volunteers who have tried this prototype before, they want to continue. So how we can accommodate them, we will produce a functional food product first, because functional food product will take lesser time for registration, because we just register it as a food, and it will be in sachet form. So we are still in the formulation process.
So you must extract from the tiger milk mushroom, is it? You cannot just makan like that and get the same value from it? You cannot? Or are there any additional components in EssentiNutrien that makes it a lot more efficient and higher efficacy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so our product at the moment is called the XLR. So XLR, it basically denotes extract from, LR is the species name, Lignosus rhinoceros. So we call it XLR, and we are actually extracting the bioactive components from the raw mushroom, and using our patented technology in and then we extract the bioactive components to put it into the capsules that we talked about earlier. So there are no additives, because we are advocating natural food, so to speak. So there should not be additives, there should not be
what
chemicals,
about shelf
there should not
life?
be anything that is not too. Yeah, so we have tested that too, because this is where the process or our technology is important, because it has to be completely dried and still maintain its bioactivity. Yeah, so that the shelf life can be long. Yeah, and we are not adding anything. We are only using pure, clean water for extraction. So I know there are a lot of other ways for extraction that is using solvents, etc. And those, as a scientist, I personally feel that those are not really the way to go. It's not safe.
Oh,
as
I completely
there are always
understand.
remnants.
That's what I studied in university as
kinda
well. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best and good luck. We will hear from you again, I'm sure. Please do update us of what are the other things you will need. If you are looking for investors, what is the progress of your registration? And also, just one last one. How many users or patients have tried, have been on this EssentiNutrien? Nurin?
For now, we have already given almost 40 bottles. 40 bottles. Okay, we give to, most of them are our volunteers, and there are, I think, 2 or 3 we give to companies because they want to test out with their own customer, so they can see whether this tiger mushroom they can buy the raw material from us for them to develop their own,
40
their own
bottles.
product.
40 bottles,
as
I'm
now it's
imagining
already 40
is
bottles we give
equivalent
out
to 40
people,
different
and
patients.
this is very
Okay, and I'm sure there is a certain requirement from Ministry of Health on the
yeah,
trials
40
that you need
different
to
patients.
do before they do register. How far away are you from that target?
Okay.
Not for this market validation, for registration purpose, yes.
Sorry, do you mean for this market validation? Oh, for registration. Yeah, for registration, usually they will just test on our safety, on the safety of the product, on the microbiology components. So, like Dr. Fung mentioned, we have all done the safety. We have done all the studies on the toxicity and the quality of life studies. So I don't think there will be any problems. It's just that because there is no tiger mushroom extract registered yet in Ministry of Health records. Previously, it's only tiger meat mushroom in raw form, which is in a raw form. So I think we need to start with the registration of tiger mushroom extract, and then
thank you so much, Dr. Fung and Nurin, for joining us today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.